How can a country truly develop if half its population is left behind? Greetings to you all. My name is Kirsten Soney-Ituen, and today I'm here to answer this heavily pondered query. In short, they can't. Countries can't possibly expect progression and success if women are not given equal access to the workforce. Statistically, women make up 49.6% of our world's population, but for the most part, their facilities are ignored because the existing patriarchal system does little to correct this. Furthermore, in the current system, women are placed in disadvantageous positions miles behind the starting line. Ironically, we are fundamental catalysts for growth. But because of gender inequality, this progress is denied. I love mathematics. And remember, whilst working on exponential graphs, my maths teacher explained to the class that with more can be produced, and vice versa. That got me thinking about our world today. In 2013, the male employment to population ratio was 72.2%, compared to women's, which was 47.1%. You see, by harnessing the talents and abilities of only half of our population, the yields would be directly proportional to the amount sowed. On the flip side of this analogy, if we use all of our resources and expertise, our harvest will be bountiful. My question then is, should our growth be impeded because of gender? In the 2016 annual meetings in Davos, Theresa J. Whitmars highlighted that if you exclude 50% of the talent pool, it's no wonder you find yourself in the war for talent. Incidentally, countries with more women are automatically underutilized. Women bring with them new and different perspectives. So with the best of both worlds, the byproduct will be evident in all fields of life. Visualize a future where both strengths are properly channeled. The outcomes would be tremendous. According to the McKinsey Global Institute, advancing women's passageways to our workforce can contribute $12 trillion to global growth by 2025, emphasizing that in a fully potential scenario in which women participated in our economies identically to men, up to $28 trillion could be added to the annual GDP by said 2025. This figure is roughly the value of the combined economy of China and the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot of money. However, for this to occur, countries are under obligation to provide a level playing field for both sexes. Although women are underrepresented in labor forces, they carried a disproportionate amount of unpaid work. For example, in sub-Saharan Africa, 84% of women's non-agricultural employment is informal, compared to 63% of men. This time given to unpaid tasks directly and negatively influences women's participation in the workforce and their ability to foster economic independence. In addition to men's roles, the involvement of women in our economy is critical. But discrimination based on gender is a major challenge. For instance, in Algeria, 70.7% of men are either employed or looking for employment. A huge, colossal parallel to only 17% of women. As I mentioned earlier, with women's full economic potential, GDPs increase, therefore poverty decreases. This boost would prompt a number of countries to launch efforts to increase female representation in labor forces, in which their vital contribution can offset a shrinking workforce. From my perspective, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, A little bit of girl power can go a long way. Not only financially, but morally and otherwise. Increased revenue is always welcome, but it isn't everything. It can be outweighed by a number of things, especially respect. With the same master key for everyone, more women could be in high places of prominence. With more women in high places, more respect is rendered for the female domain. It's a domino effect, which further proves that more begets more. It is said that if women hold at least a quarter of all political offices across the globe, countries are more likely to recognize married women as forces to be reckoned with, and enact reforms which allow them to control assets. This demonstrates that our female recognition is a credit in all aspects of life. Carla Scott states that hiring and promoting talented women is the right thing to do for society, and it's an economic imperative. His use of the word talented clarifies that we don't want to be handed these jobs on a silver platter. We just need equal opportunities to reach our utmost capabilities. And as one human race, we must all collectively work together to ensure this. We all have a part to play in this issue, and it begins with determination. Surely Kirsten voiced, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. It's as straightforward and affordable as that. Once this hurdle of unfairness in obtaining jobs for women is overcome, the gap between both genders will gradually but surely close up. Just to reiterate, I am not advocating for gender superiority. Certainly not. But rather for gender parity through equal pay for equal jobs. Knowing that we will not earn less because of our gender will attract many more women to the workplace. On that note, I would like to implore each and every member of this audience, as current or potential leaders, to make a conscious decision from this day forward to create equal access for women everywhere in all fields of work. This could be as simple as having a quota system. In conclusion, I hope I have successfully established that women in the workplace are indispensable partners for the development of countries financially, morally, or otherwise. As this equal access includes roughly 50% of our population. And to quote King Pepe from the Disney movie Trolls, no troll, or in this case, sister, gets left behind. It's all for one, and one for all. Sincerely speaking, once the removal of barriers preventing the full and equal engagement of women in our workforce is complete, it's up to us women to rock this world. Finally, I would love to end with Kofi Annan's wise words. Gender equality is more than a goal in itself. It is a precondition for meeting the challenge of reducing poverty, promoting sustainable development, and building good governance. Thank you very much for listening.